Direct News TV. September 18, 2023. Russia-Ukraine War, List of Key Events, Day 572. Fighting. Ukrainian authorities announced that Kiev had retaken the eastern village of Klishchivka, which was occupied by Russia in January. Klishchivka was cleared of Russians. Oleksandr Syrsky, the commander of the Ukrainian military's ground forces, said on social media. Klishchivka is a tactically important town south of the frontline city of Bakhmut. Addressing the success in his nightly video address on Sunday, President Volodymyr Zelensky praised the country's armed forces. Today, I would like to particularly commend the soldiers who, step by step, are returning to Ukraine what belongs to it, namely in the area of Bakhmut. In its daily assessment of the war, the United States-based Institute for the Study of War, ISW, said that Ukrainian forces had probably made a significant tactical breach along a section of the southern front line. The ISW also said Russian forces continued to fight along the Kupiansk-Svatov-Kreminna line further north and had reportedly made marginal advances south of the city of Kreminna. In its latest intelligence update, the United Kingdom's Ministry of Defense said that Russian forces were reinforcing their secondary defensive line around the occupied town of Tokmak, about 16 kilometers, 10 miles, behind the front line, amid Russia's growing concern about Ukrainian tactical penetrations of the first main defensive line to the north. Kherson Governor Oleksandr Prokudin said one farm worker was killed and another injured after their tractor hit a mine while plowing a field. Ukrainian Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal said earlier this year that Russia's invasion of Ukraine had created the world's largest minefield, covering an area of 250,000 square kilometers, 96,525 sq miles. Ukraine's Air Force said Russia launched 6 drones and 10 missiles, primarily targeting the Odessa region and damaging an agricultural facility. Russia's Defense Ministry said its forces brought down 6 Ukrainian drones over Crimea, which was annexed by Moscow in 2014. Moscow's mayor said Russia shot down 2 drones near the capital. 30 flights were delayed and 6 were cancelled at Moscow's airports as a result. Ihor Kalikafeyev, the Kherson city mayor who was reportedly captured by Russian forces on June 28, 2022, has been confirmed as a prisoner of war and is being held in Russia, Kalikafeyev's son told Ukraine's national broadcaster, Suspline. He said he had been informed of his father's status after contacting the Red Cross. 2 cargo ships, using a temporary Black Sea corridor established by Kiev after Russia withdrew from the previous United Nations brokered deal to ensure safe passage of Ukrainian grain exports, arrived at the seaport of Kornomorsk in the southern Odessa region. Ukraine's deputy prime minister said the 2 ships will be delivering some 20,000 tons of wheat to countries in Africa and Asia. Diplomacy. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan met China's top diplomat Wang Yi in Malta for talks that covered a range of issues including the war on Ukraine. Wang will visit Moscow from September 18 to 21 for China-Russia strategic security consultations, China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced. Russia and Ukraine will meet at the International Court of Justice, ICJ, on Monday in a case that centers around Moscow's claims that it invaded Ukraine to prevent genocide. The hearings, set to run until September 27, will not delve into the merits of the case and are instead focused on legal arguments about jurisdiction. Russia wants the case thrown out. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un was given 5 kamikaze drones, a reconnaissance drone and a bulletproof vest as gifts from a regional governor before he began his journey home to Pyongyang by train. Kim traveled to Russia last week where he held talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin and was shown some of the country's most advanced military equipment and weaponry. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov claimed the U.S. was controlling the war in Ukraine and pursuing a war against us, Russia's state news agency TASS reported. Moscow launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Poland began to enforce a European Union ban on the entry of all Russian-registered passenger cars. Weapons. General Mark Milley, the chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff, defended U.S. weapons assistance to Kiev, saying it was doing the best it could and the speed of deliveries was dependent on logistics. Milley said the U.S. had given some $40 billion in weapons and $100 billion in overall aid. Canadian Defence Minister Bill Blair said the country will contribute 33 million Canadian dollars, $24.5 million, to a UK-led partnership buying air defence equipment for Ukraine. The partnership, which includes the US, the Netherlands and Denmark, aims to buy hundreds of short and medium-range air defense missiles and associated systems. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.